Hello, Taurus. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading for the second half of January. Hope you guys are all doing well. General reading as always. It won't resonate with every single person tuning in. So please do take from it what makes sense for you, release what doesn't. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, and I will include a link to all of the creators and decks that you see here today. So what we're doing here today is taking a look at what your angel guides need you to know, especially about a particular soul connection that you have in mind for this reading. And we'll start using these three decks that are in front of me. These are the ones that we'll be using for the focus messages. The first is the Pining Rose Twin Flame Ascension deck, and then we'll grab a message from the Sensual Sweet Angelic Whispers deck by Sister Moon Tarot. And this is my self-created one. It's the Definitive Answers Oracle. Very simple deck. Yes, no, maybe, or whatever guidance answer-wise for those of you who just need a simple answer to a question. So let's take a look and see what presents itself here today. Taurus, let me set these guys aside. And of course, cross-watchers are certainly welcome. Let's begin. So let's grab your first card. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Taurus. Second half of January. All right, here we go. This one's grabbing my attention almost immediately. We've got chaotic energy coming through here. So we'll have to see, of course, why that's presenting itself. If you feel that you are surrounded by that type of vibe from people that are in your life, or this could have been something that you did to yourself, like surrounding yourself with chaotic people, circumstances, we'll have to see. Okay, let's go ahead and grab your second card here. Why is there chaos around you, Taurus? What's up? I'm guided to this one. With just a slight touch, you send shivers down my spine. Okay, so there could be somebody that you're focused on for this reading, something about the way they touch you, maybe those intimate moments that you have had with each other, and there's this magnetic pull that you feel towards this individual, sends shivers down your spine, as it says. They also could be feeling that way about you, and that's the effect that you have on them. Okay, so that's actually a positive card right there. So let's go ahead and grab a definitive answer for you. Whatever that question could be, it may pertain to your love life or some other aspect of your life, Taurus. So let's grab a card. We have the green light, which is nice. Okay, so you're being given this green light to move forward with something. Again, whether that has anything to do with your love life or some other aspect of your life. You're being given that green light. Go for it, whatever it is. And maybe get rid of the chaos that's surrounding you. So let's continue. Let's see what else needs to come through for this reading. This is the Love Potion Oracle by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. All right, so Taurus, what else do you need to be made aware of at this time, entering into the second half of January in love and life? Locked off. Okay, what I kind of get from that is you might have blocked someone out of your life. They can't have access to you. And if that's the case, maybe this is the person that created a lot of chaos in your life. So again, might not have anything to do with a love connection, although it could for some of you guys. There's somebody that I feel you're wanting to keep your distance from. Maybe somebody that you know is just not for you. But I'm also feeling with this next card, intensifying chemistry. And again, we've got this card with just a slight touch. You send shivers down my spine. There is somebody that you're focused on for this reading, that you're attracted to. You're interested in this individual. Maybe they feel the same way. They feel that same intensifying chemistry with you, which is great. So maybe you're being given the green light to go for it when it comes to that partnership, and the red light when it comes to somebody that you know no longer needs to be a part of your life. And it's interesting how we've got bad vibes followed by loyalty. So I'm getting a couple of scenarios here for Taurus where one person is, as it says, they're not good for you. They're bad for you. They're giving you these bad vibes, and maybe that's something that you're picking up off of. You're feeling it. So trust that intuition. And if what they failed to offer you was this loyalty, it could be someone else who has either already come in, or this is somebody that has the capability of being a part of your life in the future who will be loyal to you and the connection. Let's see what else. We have changing up. That's what I'm kind of feeling for you, Taurus, that you have created some changes in your life, especially when it comes to people, connections, romantic in energy or not. You know, you're starting to create changes in your life to get you away from this chaotic energy, which is good. That's you putting yourself first. You know, changing from one connection that you know was not good for you to somebody else that you know who can uplift you and love you the way you deserve to be loved. We have sleep potion, and it does say getting boring. That could have also been a person that you detached from because it just was not offering you what it was that you were looking for in the partnership. You know, so if you haven't already detached from somebody that you know is wrong for you and you're getting those bad vibes, again, trust it. Trust your intuition and what you're being directed to do. If you're bored in that situation, if you're bored in the relationship and there's somebody else that you feel this intensifying chemistry with, go for it. You've got the green light. Go for it. Okay. Let's grab one more card here. So I'm feeling two people that are a part of your life. One's bad for you and you know it, and the other one has the capability of offering you the ultimate happiness that you deserve. Clashing, fire and ice. I kind of feel that there's this clashing energy with what's presenting itself here. You know, maybe you're giving one of these people the cold shoulder, and they absolutely deserve that cold shoulder if they're just not good for you. And there's this fiery, intense connection that you feel with someone as well. So choose wisely, Taurus. You've got the green light to make good choices for yourself at this point. Okay, so let's add to this. This is another deck by Calico Moon. This is the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck. So what else? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. What else do you need to know at this time? Alone. Look at that. It's falling right below locked off. So I have a feeling, as I mentioned, you detached from somebody that you know is not good for you. And now they're spending time alone, maybe sitting in their own chaos that they created for themselves. And then we have this unstable energy. So if you feel and know that this person just wasn't right for you, and that the relationship could have possibly been built on a very unstable foundation, if you haven't already, it's time to detach. Taurus, you're being given this green light to move on, to move forward. If you're feeling these bad vibes, pay attention to that, because there's somebody else that either has already come into your life, or again, this could be future energies where you might meet that love of a lifetime that can offer you the happiness that you are looking for. Okay, we also have music coming through here, so there could be particular songs that you hear that uplift you, that help you heal, maybe favorite songs between you and a particular person. We also have obsession, okay? It really depends on your interpretation and experience of this type of obsessive behavior, because it can be toxic. You know, somebody, again, bad vibes, and they're obsessing, wanting to be a part of your life, but if they're not good for you, maybe you've just put up these walls around you, understandably so, knowing that they're toxic and they shouldn't be a part of your life. But if there's somebody that you know is actually a good person, has the capability of offering you the happiness you seek, and maybe you guys are obsessed with wanting to be together, this is the person that you should be obsessed with. In a healthy way, of course, and they should be obsessed with you. And it's falling right below loyalty. Maybe that's the person that you're dreaming about here. There's also, it's interesting because remember, we've got music right here, and now we've got the reference to dancing. Maybe you guys love to dance. Maybe you love music. That's a huge part of your life. And then we've got, I will never forget. Certain experiences that you've experienced in your life and your love connections. They were meant to teach you lessons, and it's made such an impact in your life that you won't ever forget those lessons or the people attached to those lessons. And there's also a particular person here, Taurus. They came into your life, whether it ended up being good or bad. That's somebody that you won't forget. And they're never going to forget you either. But you know, sometimes the memories that we remember about people, they're not always good memories, you know, so it really depends again on what it is that you are unable to forget when it comes to a particular person. Because if they hurt you, of course you're never going to forget that. But there are also connections where you feel this amazing chemistry with somebody. And if you guys aren't together right now, you're never going to forget that person either. And then we have I'm lost without you, followed by nostalgia. Okay, so there's someone here that's missing you, thinking about you, feeling nostalgic about the good times, feeling lost without you, as it says. And I'm just feeling this more so for someone that you're more than likely in separation from. You're missing them and feeling lost without them too. That's the person that you have the green light to be with. Okay, but for whatever circumstances have risen, maybe you guys are unable to come together at this point in time, or maybe that's what you've dealt with in the past. You've got a green light here, Taurus, so take advantage of that. And then we have messages coming through next. So you'll hear from this person, possibly even the second half of January. It's totally possible. Okay, so let's see what else needs to come through here for you. So you've got some choices here, and you got to make the choice that feels right for you. So let's add to this, Taurus. This is my tarot teacher deck. This is originally a deck that I created for beginners especially, because it's got upright and reversed meanings for each tarot card, so it makes it really easy to learn tarot. If you're interested in this one, it is available in the gold edging as well as without. And so this link is down below in my deck shop, as well as all of the creators that you see here. Okay, so let's grab some Taurus. Let's grab some messages from the tarot deck. We've got the Death card here. Look at that. This is picking up off of Scorpio specifically. So either your person is a Scorpio, or maybe you've got Scorpio in your chart, but we're not so focused on the signs here, mostly the message. And there is the end of a cycle. If it hasn't ended already, it's time for that cycle to end in order to bring you a new beginning, a new start. Because there's a reason why you're being directed to let go of certain unhealthy attachments, possibly even unhealthy obsessions when it comes to a particular person. So welcome in the transition and transformation that the Death card is offering you, Taurus, because it's leading you towards someone and something that's way better suited. And isn't it interesting that we've got this card right here, changing up, and the Death card is all about profound change. That's what it's all about. What else for Taurus? Okay, so we've got this Queen of Cups that wanted to come up in the reverse, so that's how I'm going to read this. So for some of you, maybe your person is a water sign, okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This particular card is in the reverse. It's somebody who's very insecure and needy. So during this time, they're really being directed to focus on themselves, to love themselves enough to do the work. Not only in their relationships, but within themselves. This could also be someone who's really self-centered and they're too clingy. They're very smothering. They could be someone who's emotionally immature. Okay. And there's also this element of codependency with that reversed Queen of Cups. So with the bad vibes here, somebody that's been locked off, that you detached from, maybe you cut them out of your life. And next to that Death card, that's a part of the transition here. Detaching from codependent and toxic relationships. There's someone else, I feel, Taurus, that's meant to come into your life, if they haven't already, to bring you the happiness that you're looking for. Look at this. You've got the Knight of Cups. So a future love could also be a water sign for some of you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces once again. And the Knight of Cups is known to be very romantic, very charming. They're very attracted to you. You'll be just as attracted to them. So this is a relationship that would be stable, not unstable. And then you've got the Lovers card coming up next, which is specifically Gemini. Okay, so that could be your person as well for some of you guys. Now, the Lovers card, it always presents you with a choice and decisions. That's why you've got that green light. It's time to choose. Maybe it wasn't the right time before, but it is now. Okay, so there's somebody here that you share this intense chemistry with. I have a feeling this is something that could really turn into something beautiful and special long term. The sexual attraction is there. This is love and romance. It's the whole package with this person. So someone's good for you, someone's bad for you. Look at that. You've got the Devil card now. So for some of you guys, maybe your person could be a Capricorn. Now this is about bondage and addictions and depressions and unhealthy attachments. So remember with the Death card, you got to let go of those toxic attachments to people if you haven't already. Because I do feel for some of you resonating with this, you've done the work. You have done the work to detach from people that you know are not good for you. But if you're feeling trapped in any way, it's time to break free. Now, it's interesting, remember how we ended up getting the Obsession card? That's the Devil right there. Somebody who is in that devil energy and obsessed, it's toxic. It's not good. They're fixated. It's not a good energy. And that takes us back here to these bad vibes. So detach, Taurus, if you haven't already, because once you do, look at what's coming in for you. Okay? You've got the Sun, which represents the utmost happiness for you. You can find that happiness by releasing baggage from the past or baggage that you've been holding onto when it comes to toxic relationships and energies, when it comes to people, experiences, past baggage that you might have been holding onto. This is where you're meant to be. This is where you're meant to experience true love, true happiness that could lead you towards a beautiful union with somebody. That could even lead you towards marriage if that's what you're wanting. Okay? You got to just be mindful because we've got the Five of Wands right next to it. Because this card represents competition, rivalry, and conflicts. Okay? And lots of tensions, arguments, putting you on the defensive. You might have dealt with somebody who had a bad temper. And it's interesting how we've got clashing ice and fire right here. Because the Five of Wands, it's tapped into egos that clash, you know? So two very strong personalities going at it can be very difficult and challenging. So you can absolutely claim this awesome energy of the Sun and find your happiness. You don't want to be someone's option or second choice. You don't want that competition. You don't want to be part of someone's drama or putting you into a situation where there's a lot of chaos, as it says. That was the very first focus card that came through. Once you detach from all of that drama and unhealthy attachments, look at where you're headed. You've got the 10 of Cups, Taurus. Unbelievable, okay? A soulmate bond, a happy relationship, a divine love that you share with somebody that's deserving of you. A dream that can still manifest. This is fulfillment right here. It can represent reunions as well, okay? So there's somebody here that if you're focused on coming back together with a love that you know is pure and true and they're good for you, you can have that person back in your life. There's that green light. So either you take it or they do, but we've got a green light right here. And then you've got the Ace of Wands offering you a new beginning, a new opportunity to grow this relationship. Two passionate people being given a new beginning to start fresh, to start over. It's amazing. Okay, so time to let go of unhealthy attachments. You've got the choice to head towards that energy of the sun for you to perhaps be the happiest that you've ever been. Hopefully this year. You know? So let's add some dialogue to this. Let's take a look here. We'll start things off with the Thinking Man Oracle. This is my volume 2 deck focusing on the Divine Masculine. Okay, so Divine Masculine, let's take a look and see what the masculines want to say to the feminines. What is the conversation going to look like? And of course, you don't have to resonate with each and every card. So what does the masculine want to say to the feminine here? Masculine, what do you want to say? I've wanted to reach out so many times. I just wasn't sure you wanted me to reach out. So many messages left unsent, perhaps someday. Whoa. So that could explain why you haven't heard from this person that you feel this intense chemistry with, Taurus, especially if they are unaware that maybe you've detached from somebody that was unhealthy and toxic to you. They want to reach out. They want to communicate. You are a true blessing to me. Okay? So my feminines, this is how this masculine sees you. Let me be your Prince Charming. Totally up to you, of course, my feminines, if you will allow this masculine back in. I miss holding your hand. Okay, something as simple as holding your hand. We're not even talking about sex here. Just holding your hand, something that they value and cherish. We got this. You know, the two of you working together, take advantage of that green light. You do have it. You guys can come together and make this work. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself here when it comes to the Divine Masculine. So let's grab some messages on behalf of the Divine Feminine now. So we'll use my X Oracle deck on behalf of the Divine Feminine. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. For Taurus, second half of January. All right, look at that. Be mine again. Next message. I listen to old voice messages you've left me when the silence becomes unbearable. What I'd give to have you here to talk to. I miss you so damn much. Remember this card from the masculine? I've wanted to reach out so many times. It's just a matter of time before you guys reconnect. What else from the Divine Feminine? I see you in my dreams. Sometimes it feels so real and I wake up to this emptiness in my heart. Yep. Now remember this card right here, Dancing Through My Dreams. You guys are connecting perhaps in the 5D world where you interact in your dreams, seeing each other that way. In the meantime, this card says, I said a lot of things I didn't mean. I'm sorry. Okay. So maybe you guys had gotten into an argument during a very chaotic time, maybe, and a lot of things were said out of anger. So this is a situation for some of you that definitely needs healing. And look at this. It's not worth it anymore. Okay. So for those of you, again, detaching from a situation that you know is not good for you, it's not worth it anymore for you to put yourself through this chaotic type energy in your life, heading more towards the energy of the sun where you can finally be happy, Taurus. Okay, so that's where the feminines are at. Let's go ahead and add to this with some additional insight from the Journey of Love deck by Bridget of Divine Essentials. I've combined it with her Volume 2 deck. And for those who are familiar with numerology, this deck does contain numbers. I am in no way an expert in numerology, so if you're familiar with the numbers, or you might want to look up what they mean, that could add some sort of dimension to the messages here, or a different type of interpretation or depth to it. All right, so let's see. For Taurus, look at that. Karmic, number 15. This taught us our lessons that could have been blessings, okay? Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise to have to go through something difficult in our lives. So you were meant to learn these lessons, Taurus. We have number 12, anger. I'm so mad at myself. So maybe somebody's really angry with themselves as far as ruining the dynamic of the relationship or whatever it is that they've done to create some sort of blockage or barrier or even a separation between the two of you. That's their cross to bear, you know. They created this chaotic energy, and it's up to them to be able to live with what they've done or said or failed to do. We have number 11, completion. We will always be one. Okay, so there's somebody that completes you, Taurus, and they feel the same way. And maybe this person in your heart of hearts, you know, is the one for you. What else for Taurus? What else, please? Okay, we'll take them. Let's see what else we have here. Look at that. Twin flame, number 17. You are my other half. That's how they see you. We have number 29, emotional. You made me feel things I didn't know I could. So you definitely made an impact on this person, Taurus. Number 1, here and now. I want you back in my life. Wow. No question. And bottom of the deck, look at this. I want you now. Aggressive, number 26. So they still want you. They still desire you. They still want you to be a part of their life. You guys have the green light to create whatever action needs to happen here in order to reconcile and come back together. So whether you identify more with a twin flame connection or a soulmate bond, it doesn't really matter. You know, the soul connection, it's very strong, intensifying chemistry between you and the one that you're meant to explore this life with. And this love connection that's still very much alive, giving you guys, again, the green light to go for it. Make it happen. Okay, so let's grab some songs here, Taurus, from my Heart Songs deck. Songs in the Key of Love. If you're not familiar with the songs that come through, see if you resonate with the lyrics. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus for the second half of January. Alone. Okay, that's this song, Alone by Heart. You don't know how long I have wanted to touch your lips and hold you tight. Oh, you don't know how long I've waited, and I was going to tell you tonight, but the secret is still my own, and my love for you is still unknown. Okay, so for some of you guys, you've got somebody out there who has been unable to express to you how they're feeling. They're holding this in, you know, and we keep going back to that green light because now is actually the time for them to get all of this out and to just tell you what it is that they're feeling instead of keeping it a secret. We also have Perfect by Ed Sheeran. I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. So, I mean, the attraction is certainly here between the two of you. You don't have to be perfect, but this person could see you as their perfect partner, their perfect match. Okay. Now, this could be for some of you guys where you might have detached from somebody again that you felt these bad vibes with, somebody that you locked out of your life because they were no longer meant to travel down this road of life with you. Okay. So here are the lyrics. You don't bring me flowers by Neil Diamond and Barbra Streisand. You don't bring me flowers. You don't sing me love songs. You hardly talk to me anymore. When I come through the door at the end of the day, I remember when you couldn't wait to love me. Used to hate to leave me. Now after loving me late at night, when it's good for you, babe, and you're feeling all right, well, you just roll over and you turn out the light and you don't bring me flowers anymore. Okay, so this is definitely a shift in a relationship where things are not going well. Somebody's either lost interest or they're just not putting in enough effort in the partnership. And that's just not going to end up working long term. Let's grab one more song here for Taurus. And we've got You Are So Beautiful by Joe Cocker. Can't you see you're everything I hoped for? You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. So they find you to be a very beautiful person, very attracted to you. Beautiful on the inside and the outside. All right, so let's wrap things up, guys, with some final guidance from your angels. This particular deck may or may not be in regard to your love life, but it is a love and life reading. So let's take a look at the overall guidance here from your angels. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. All right. Some final guidance from your angels. You've got Angel Bridget. Caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. Okay? So you're being warned to not take any sort of action. And again, this doesn't just have to pertain to your love life. It can be to some other aspect of your life. You know, for some of you, it could be something as simple as, you know, accepting a job offer, for example. Look deeper into it before you accept that job, you know, something like that. But this is a very specific message for some of you guys. Look deeper into something before taking action, okay? And that as well can go back to this green light because you're being cautioned to perhaps do more research. You've got the green light to, you know, do a little bit more research and find out a little bit more. Okay. And then you've got Angel Vanessa coming through here to make your decision. Ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. Because again, there are two people that I'm picking up here, Taurus. One's really bad for you and the other one would be the ultimate happiness for you. So choose wisely, okay? And then you've got Angel Caressa. You are at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. Absolutely. Because remember, and I got to dig through these cards here a minute. We've got the Death card, remember? So there's your end of a cycle right here. Something needs to end in order to welcome you into a new beginning in your life. So moving forward, you don't want to be carrying past baggage with you into this brand new year. Okay, and Angel Caressa is here to help navigate you on this journey, to help you to heal so that you can be ready for the happiness that you're meant to experience. Remember, you've got the Sun card coming through, which is pure happiness, Taurus. So welcome that in, okay? So that's where I'm going to leave this one, guys. I do hope whatever part of it made sense for you, that it resonated and offered you advice you could use. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.